Senator from Wisconsin.
Mr. President, I appreciate Senator from Maryland yielding time. I can quick answer your question. If this amendment fails, in terms of involving the House, I have another amendment that if the Senate decides not to deem this a treaty, and I believe it should be deemed a treaty, we can also deem this a congressional executive agreement, which of course would have to be voted on by both houses. But I think the fact of the matter is this does rise to the level of a treaty. Again, there's no specific criteria in terms of what creates a treaty or comprises a treaty and what doesn't. What in the end determines whether something's a treaty is how it's approved by Congress. And from my standpoint, when you take a look at the considerations in the Foreign Affairs Manual in terms of what actually provides, causes something to become a treaty, the extent to which the agreement involves commitments or risks affecting the nation as a whole. I think this deal between Iran and America and the world affects and risks, certainly affects the nation as a whole. Another consideration is whether the agreement can be given effect without the enactment of subsequent legislation by the Congress. And I think the fact that we're even debating this bill lends credence to the fact that Congress needs to be involved. So this really, in the end, though, is not about involving Congress. This is about involving the American people. I think the American people should have a say through their elected officials as to whether or not this is a good deal or a bad deal. And the fact that this bill does allow some involvement, some role, it forces the administration to, for example, provide us the details of the bill. Can you imagine the arrogance that they won't even provide the details without this bill? But again, I appreciate the senator yielding time.
The question occurs.